wrestling fans, welcome to this edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Cesar Scorpio, alongside Invincible Vincent.
Hey.
Money in the Bank review was, wow, this was one of the best pay-per-views of the year, if not the best pay-per-view of the year.
So far, I think this is the best of the year. I mean, it had everything.
Wow, ridiculous. Let's start from the beginning here because action-packed from the beginning. You would think it'd be a Divas match to start off the whole thing? No. Money in the Bank for the SmackDown. So let's get started here with the action. SmackDown was crazy. We actually had winner being Daniel Bryan. I want to say Daniel Bryan Danielson. Yeah, Daniel Bryan. All right, crazy match. Guys getting sacrificed to the ladder.
Sin Cara had to get carted away after Sheamus put him through a ladder. The ladder broke in half, and he was twitching on the ground. And I couldn't tell if that was him trying to sell it or if he's actually hurt.
Yeah, twitching. Yeah, it's going a little too far. They don't really do the twitching thing. They do sometimes do it in Mexico, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, to get carted off, I mean, was that necessary? Maybe he didn't have the actual moves yet to compete in a ladder match like this. That might be why. So he might be all right. But again, it was a devastating here powerbomb by Sheamus.
Yeah.
I would call it the bro powerbomb. Put him right through that ladder. Man,
huge.
Sick.
That was huge.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan ended up winning the whole thing. Again, well-earned, well-deserved here by Daniel Bryan. Move after move, applying it on Kane, applying it on anybody else that got in his way. Wade
Cody
Barrett.
Rhodes, Wade Barrett, exactly.
Again, it looked like Cody Rhodes had the best chance to win this after Wade Barrett didn't really look like he had, and Cody Rhodes doing wasteland guy after guy.
Yeah.
It looks like he was going to be his night.
Yeah, right up till the very end. I had all my money on Cody Rhodes, but no go.
Yeah, anyway, again, Daniel Bryan ends up winning it. He's got the Money in the Bank, ready to cash that in at any time. Following that was the Divas match. Kelly versus Brie Bella for the Divas Championship. Yeah. This was a little bit more entertaining than most Divas matches. It was a little bit of selling by Kelly, but it all ends here with the leg drop by Kelly.
Yeah. Once again, Kelly comes in, does what she does. They did mix up the moves a little bit more, so there was more action. But yeah, in the end, Kelly wound up getting the win.
Right. So that was the defense there. Next match was the really, really much anticipated match, I thought. Non-title, but it was Mark Henry versus the Big Show. Expected a lot of things from Big Show, but I didn't expect Mark Henry to go crazy the way he did.
Yeah, no. Mark Henry dominated this match pretty much from the beginning to the end. At one point, it looked as though they were going towards the Spanish announce table. That didn't appear to work out.
It was built in the USA or something. That announcer's table did not go down for anything.
It defied all logic.
Yeah, but yeah, Mark Henry kept going what he was doing here. Power slam versus power slam, then just a drop. The guy went crazy.
Yeah, started targeting Big Show's knee that looked like it was having some problems at one point.
And after the match, capitalizes on that. Takes the chair, puts it in the knee, does that drop from the second rope. Boom! Yeah, if it wasn't hurt before, it's shattered now. So expect Big Show to have some time off. Near future, when he'll be back, we'll find out. But Mark Henry, again, a force to be reckoned with. Nobody wants to mix match horns here with Mark Henry. He is the man right now.
Yeah.
On Raw. I'm sorry. He just is. Following that, we had the Raw Money in the Bank. Now, we had a great Money in the Bank here for SmackDown. Mm-hmm. But this Money in the Bank was sick.
Over the top.
Now, we had The Miz taken out. Knee injury, apparently. Looks like it was legitimate, but he came hopping back out later in the match.
Yeah.
Evan Bourne, crazy move after crazy move on the outside.
From the top rope.
Shooting star press, or you want to call it airborne, from the top of the ladder onto a bunch of people.
Just ridiculous.
Nailing it. It was ridiculous. Great entertainment from top to bottom. This is what I'm talking about. This is bringing out the best in the WWE. This is what keeps you watching week after week. Rey Mysterio, unmasked. Believe it, he was unmasked. Him and Del Rio were on top of the ladder, backstage, exchanging blows. Del Rio grabs the mask, pulls, and there we go. Unmasked Lucha Libre wrestler. As typical Lucha Libre fashion, Rey Mysterio
covered his face,
and that's the most important thing to him, not winning this match. Del Rio capitalizes, pulls it down, and that's your winner right there. Because this is destiny. He fulfills his destiny here. But he mentioned here on the interview he had afterwards that wasn't it.
Yeah, this is just a stepping stone, he said. He said, this is just a stepping stone. This is not his destiny. It's just a stepping stone towards his true destiny.
All right, well, after that, next match, Heavyweight Championship, Christian and Randy Orton. Now, Christian, again, underdog, but he had all these things added to the contract, stipulations about not being interfered with, lose the match, anything like that happens.
DQs.
Instant replays, all kinds of stuff. So, once this actually took place, there was a lot of hesitation here by Randy Orton. He threw a chair in there, hoping Randy Orton would use it.
Yeah.
And
then turned his back.
Yeah, on purpose.
Look at this target. Look at this target. Come on.
But again, Randy Orton was a little too smart for that. At that point, it all turned when Christian ends up spitting in the face of Randy Orton. Him in the mouth, I believe. And that was it. Randy Orton applies the illegal kick to the groin, and that's your match. It wasn't over there after that. What happened after that, Ian?
Right after that, Randy Orton took Christian out, dropped him on the table, the Spanish announce table. Vice! Still
Strong.
Still stood strong.
Strong like bull. That announcer table did not go down regardless of those 2 RKOs applied by Randy Orton. Randy Orton did not punt Christian, which I expected him to do.
He looked like he was trying.
But
grabbed out of the way at one point.
Ends up being escorted out. Once he actually not really escorted out, he goes out on his own, slithers away, if you may. But Christian is still helped out here with the belt around his waist. So,
Yeah.
Christian, new champion here for SmackDown. What's going to happen here with Daniel Bryan? We shall see. Interesting to see. Last but not least, John Cena versus CM Punk. Much anticipated, and this delivered.
Yes, this was the match to end all matches. After all the excitement of the night, this was still the main event was above and beyond.
Just when you didn't think it could get any better, it does. CM Punk, John Cena, both guys are professionals and show you why they're the best in the business here. John Cena, in my opinion, again, a kind of guy that was given the keys over and over again, just allowing the WWE Universe to just, here you go, John Cena, here you go, John Cena, throwing his face every time there's a camera involved. But this is why he showed you he is what he is. John Cena sold it. I think he did it injured.
Yeah, because it looked like at one point it looked like he tweaked his knee when he scooted out to the outside of the mat. It looked as though he had actually done something to his knee.
That looked real,
and
folks.
Then he fought through it.
Looked like it was for real. Now, again, CM Punk and John Cena are professional, and they took it to the next level despite that knee injury. Now, it all ends here when John Cena has control of the match, applies the ASTF, but because John Laurinaitis is there and Vince McMahon is there, Vince McMahon says, ring the bell. John Laurinaitis goes down to do it, and he gets a right.
From John Cena.
John Cena, right.
And John Cena looks over at Vince and says, not like this. It's not going to be the Chicago screw job.
Just enough time for CM Punk to wake up, apply the go to sleep, and Cena obliged. So, there you go. New champion in the face of the CEO.
Yeah, chairman of the board. Standing there with his eyes closed. Like,
Vince McMahon didn't know what to say. All he does is runs over to the announcer table, takes the headset off Jerry the King Lawler, and says, stop the music! Stop the music! The music is stopped, and he calls for Del Rio. Del Rio comes out running.
With the money in the bank. Ready to cash it in.
Slides in head first, and CM Punk puts the boot to the chops. Runs into the crowd, and there's your pay-per-view right there. Money in the bank. I mean, we can't say enough of how much action it was. Ridiculous. And that final match was crazy long. Guys breaking out of each other's finishers, right and left.
Over and over.
If you haven't seen it, if there's a chance to see the replay,
do it.
Stream, whatever you got to do, check that match out. Worth seeing.
Yeah, John Cena earlier this week said that people were going to be talking about this pay-per-view for years. Now, I think he's right.
He called it. Definitely a pay-per-view to watch. By far, since the Royal Rumble, the best pay-per-view WWE has produced. So, again, good job here for the WWE. Great job by the wrestlers involved. Again, no appearance here by Dolph Ziggler, the U.S. champion, and none by the Intercontinental champion, Ezekiel Jackson. Expect to see them here on their respective shows Thursday and Monday. For myself, Cesar Scorpio, the Invincible Vincent, thank you very much for watching. See you guys tomorrow on the WWE Review.
Peace.